Welcome researcher, please insert your keycard to access the chosen file. Thank you. Processing. Your file is ready to view.
Autocorrect. The man tried again. I'm sorry, I Sonny live CD around here. He shook his head. I don't VB lives. VC assumed. CV here, he said. And then, with considerable effort and a sense of genuine victory, I don't live around here. Helen smiled in encouragement. Were you visiting someone in the library? The man's face sank. I don't know CV what you're telling about. I Sonny know what you're talking about. Don't know. He's an idiot, said Aiden Brown. And don't tell me to shush, he can't see me or hear me. My arms, she began, looking down at her stumps. I wasn't always like this. She saw the man open his mouth to say something, but he stopped. He did not close his mouth. I woke up just over a month ago with a birth defect. I think the man who did this also did something to your speech. I think you know Harold Maine. The man immediately stepped back, and he motioned as if to push past Helen, but Aiden Brown was in the way. The man stopped, not quite understanding what was blocking his progress. This guy's a fucking idiot, Brown said. Please let me go, the man said. I really can't tell you, Anthony. I really can't tell you anything. I want VB top VB to give. I want to go home. Please. We're not here to hurt you, Helen promised, or endanger you or anything else. We just want to ask you a few questions. See if we can't get our heads around this. The man looked around. We? You said we. I dummy, don't, we, as in myself and Aiden Brown. You can't see or hear him, but imagine an unholy rotting lobsterman monster. He's right in front of you. His pincers are about an inch away from your balls, should you decide to run. Joke, she added, when she saw the look of alarm on the man's face. It was the first time in weeks that she had felt humor, known anything other than dread and hopelessness. Thanks for that, Aiden wheezed. Why don't you ask Chaka Khan here to come to the park? I don't like it here, it's too crowded. I know people kinda instinctively move around me, but even so. Helen looked at the scared man in front of her, anxious to be away from them, distracted by his desire to be somewhere without human interaction and the frustrations that came with them. You're not alone, she said. Will you walk with us? The man shrugged. What copies choice do I have? Degrees. They sat on the park bench under the shady tree and listened as Jeff Mancini told them, in broken, none-such speech, about how his recent life had changed. Has my landline. Landlord. Here's my land form. Christ. Do you have as pen or sunbathing? A pen and paper, maybe? Helen shook her head. Sorry. Insurgency's question. Insensitive. Harold Maine's your landlord? Jeff Mancini nodded. Started to oversee. Instead. Inverse. Increase the rent. Couldn't afford it. Little bastard knew VBI couldn't BC said it. Couldn't pay, so he did those to me. Did this to me. Why that? Why your speech? 3 reasons. 1. I have a radio show. Jag real slow, I should stay. Had a radio show. The Jeff Mancini Hood Hour. This makes a real slow a little difficult. Radio show. Understood. And 2. My wood is blind. Wife. All I can do is talk jet here, and Noel can't rebel do that. Now I can't BC even still VC that. Talking to her was the only VB peaks for Hag, now I don't VB reverb have that. Simeon. Soon of a birch. Bitch. And 3. When he was asking me for Monday at his plate, I won't VB showing him respect. I was on my phone texting. Thought I want showing him respect. And he trailed off and laughed, and threw his hands up in mock despair. Later on he did me a test increasing the mint. I sent VB1 back dating you can't. Increasing the mint. Rent. I said you can't. And? It was Autobots. Auto. Churches. Corrected to you cunt. Stop Pic sent him a text calling him a cube. Cunt. So he changed me so everything I say is sprocketed. Autobots. Auto. Correct. Ted. Just phone at Frost. Then when I was worrying things down BC and CV then everything okay said. Now it's enriching. Ensuring. Everything I think as well. Overhead VC enough. Now then enough. Aiden Brown shifted position on the bench. Jeff Manzini moved unconsciously to accommodate him. Aiden put his good hand on his exposed lung, holding it in place, and straightened himself up, stretching his thorax spine and yawning lazily. Jeff Manzini sniffed the air, and turned away. "Nope, that's just damned rude," said Aiden. "How do VB I know you're not must trying VC took duck need over? Not trying VG top duck me over? Fuck. Me over?" Helen shrugged. "I guess you don't know," she admitted. "But what would be the point? If Harold Main says jump, we jump. We're all trapped. If you think we're on his side, or working for him somehow. No. That's not how he works. He makes us squirm, makes us broken, and he doesn't want anyone else involved. Doesn't want to share the credits. Our suffering, our punishments, are inflicted by him and him alone." Mancini weighed up her words. Finally he nodded. "Had VC to ask," he said. Aiden Brown coughed and shifted position again. He sat at his plate. "What did he mean by that?" he asked, massaging himself. "Christ. Everything fucking aches." Helen relayed the question. "At his place," Mancini said. "His soaring. His apartment." Aiden and Helen both looked at him with amazement. "You know where he lives?" "Sure," said Mancini. "Why?" "Just like I've been saying," said Aiden Brown. "Guy's a fucking idiot. Why do you want VB to VB know where he VB loafs? Lives? I'm not going there again. No way. Absolutist book way. You think I'm going VC to lead you to him so he can fuck me over the he's fuckers though over? But we're all in the same boat," Helen reasoned. "Oh, you fucking think so?" Mancini stood up and gestured at her arms. "I'm sorry, but look at you. Look what he's did to you. Compared to you I've got off lightly. Fuck. What the fuck would be do to me if he's every thought I is trying to? To what? What exactly are you tripping to achieve?" "We don't know," Helen said. "Peace? Freedom? No such things," said Mancini. "No such things." Aiden gathered his walking sticks and commenced the painful, slow process of getting up. "He's no use to us," he said. "He's got it easy. He won't help. And here's me thinking we were getting somewhere." "His address," Helen said. "Please. Just give us his address. That's all we ask." Jeff Mancini shook his head. "Jesus, I don't know. He'd find out. Please. He won't find out from us." Mancini shook his head again, looked at her arms, and then at her daughter playing on the swings. "Christ. Okay. You win. Like I've been saying all along," Aiden wheezed. "The guy's a fucking saint." And although no one but Helen could hear it, there was hope in his voice.